What if you could see your entire project's progress, capacity, and priorities in one powerful dashboard? In this tutorial, I will show you how to use calendar, stack bar charts, Kanban, Gantt charts, and number widgets in Monday.com to visualize your work. We will turn raw board data into a smart dashboard that tracks progress, workload, and project health in real time.
Let's dive into the most critical part of Monday.com, adding different board views to track project progress across your team and organization. The main table is the default view. Click plus to add more views. Monday.com views allow you to visualize your data in engaging, dynamic formats including Gantt, charts, calendar, Kanban, docs, timelines, file galleries, and more. The calendar view in Monday.com lets you see your tasks, deadlines, and events laid out on a calendar in a monthly, weekly, or daily format. It's especially useful for tracking due dates, project timelines, and team schedules. You'll notice two task entries on the timeline because both a date column and a timeline column are in use. Change the display type to split mode to view the main table directly under the calendar. It is best practice to move away from single-day deadlines and instead implement a date range to visualize the full project timeline. Delete the current date column and add a timeline column from the column center. We already have timeline column exists on our board, just as we practiced in previous Monday.com tutorial. One can do drag-drop to move items to change due dates. One can see moving task dates automatically updates the timeline. Instantly view or update tasks by double-clicking them on the calendar. For instance, updating the due date here instantly syncs with the calendar. Undock the calendar by clicking on this icon. Maximize the window for the best calendar view. Click the setting icon. Open the color settings as shown. Tasks are currently colored by status. To verify, change the status of any column as shown. The task color on the calendar will automatically update to match the status color. You can filter tasks directly by people or based on the columns in the main table. Clear the filter and close the window. The board allows filtering tasks by specific assignees or other data columns on this screen as well. Clear the filter and close the window. You can add widgets on the calendar view. Click on Add Widget and select Chart. The chart will be added below the main table, as shown. Select the More Options header button to open the widget settings. Select the appropriate chart type. For our scenario, we will use a stacked bar chart with project phases on the x-axis, segmented by team members assigned to tasks within those phases. And the y-axis will represent the count of items or tasks. The group drop-down allows you to filter and display data from selected groups only. This chart displays a team member's current task distribution across different groups. Switch to a 100% stacked chart to visualize task distribution by percentage, which offers a better, more comprehensive overview. Click any bar to display the detailed table below the chart. You can now directly reassign tasks to team members with greater capacity. Close this screen. This chart widget displays a blue dot in the bottom right corner whenever one hovers over the timeline, and from here one can make it larger or smaller. Alternatively, you can place additional widgets by selecting More Widgets. For a quick progress overview, you can choose Battery. You can drag and place the progress chart next to the previous one. You can also customize chart titles based on the data shown. Next is the Kanban view, which operates identically to the one covered in our Jira tutorial. To see how the Kanban is configured, click on the widget settings. By default, tasks are arranged on the board by status. Drag columns in or out to show or hide them on your Kanban board. For example, if you don't want the priority column visible, remove it and place any other column instead on cards. You can remove any column value from a task by clicking the pencil icon and crossing it out. Columns can be repositioned using drag and drop to suit your requirements. select Show Column Name to display labels on the cards. Streamline your workflow by dragging and dropping tasks to change their status. Double-click to open an item. Edit work item, manage attachments, and apply updates directly from here. Similar to functionality in team managed projects on Jira, in Monday.com you can define maximum work item constraints on a card. This will confirm that the project remains under control and on track. Before exploring other views, let's cover how to manage, structure, and automate tasks in Monday.com. Begin by creating the folders and docs needed to organize the boards. You can add a new folder using the same icon as the Add Board option. Name it the Midwest iBank Suite. Organize all related boards, documents, and dashboards by simply drag and drop them into this new folder. Collapsing the view keeps the workspace uncluttered. You can also store documents in a folder. Think of a doc as a digital board. It's incredibly versatile and holds a ton of information. Just select New Doc as shown and open it, and you're ready to start typing. You will notice the interface looks similar to the Confluence documents we used when learning about Jira integration. Star documents to favorite them via the left panel. Use the Quick Starter to instantly add widgets and boards for data display. These widgets, layouts, media, and other features can also be added to the document using the plus add button or the add content button. Every new feature requires data from the board. Type / to quickly add features, or use this space to document your content and observations. Bring your document to life by adding rich media, from YouTube videos and social feeds to interactive embeds and real-time updates. Use this area to add boards, workloads, and charts. This item can be shared with members of your organization by clicking the three-dot menu and then choosing Manage Members options available in the top right corner. You can add multiple views on a document in a single action. You can convert your document to a PDF file. No save button is needed. All changes are automatically saved as you work. You can modify its name, delete it, or move it to the archive. Next is applying automation in Monday.com. We will start by using some simple predefined rules, then we will create our own custom automation. Navigate to your board and click on Automate. Set up an automation that assigns a task to the owner upon creation. Return to the board and create a task. Automation rule will run and task will be instantly assigned to the owner. Let's look at another example where we often struggle with the main item's status, as it sometimes depends on the completion of subtasks. Set up an automation to update the parent task status to done once all subtasks are finished. We are selecting a template and configuring it for the desired outcome. Once all the statuses of the subtasks are marked as done, the parent item will be set to done as well. The system is currently running the automation rule. Now let's create your own automation criteria. Here is another interesting example. When a timeline changes, the owner or Scrum Master is automatically notified with a detailed message containing all relevant information. Open the automation screen. Under the Create tab, select Create from Scratch. Select when this happens and enter column changes. Click on the column text once it appears, then select Timeline. Next, choose Notify in the Then Do This field. Clicking Notify opens a message window. Draft your message with board fields, then click Done. Click the Someone text to assign an owner or team. Click on Create Automation. Return to the main table or calendar, then drag or double-click the timeline to edit dates. The automation will run, notifying the owner, with progress visible on the right. You can confirm this by checking the owner's or team member's emails. Navigate to Automation screen. You can also manage your rules right here. Under the Manage tab, select the rule you want to play around with and click on the three-dot button and choose Edit. You can toggle the rule on or off. One can update any settings and logic. Once done, don't forget to click the Update Automation button. view run history and general info. You can monitor analytics, total runs, and success rates for this automation rule. Moving on to our primary topic, dashboard. Visualize all your projects at a glance with a consolidated dashboard. One can streamline project management by customizing your dashboard with 30 widgets to monitor progress, costs, and team capacity. You can consolidate and organize data from multiple boards into a single dashboard. Click the plus below the workspace name and select Dashboard to create one, or create the dashboard directly in the same folder as your data. Give your dashboard a name and choose your dashboard type. You can customize your dashboard to display key projects and workflows by selecting multiple boards to include. Search and select the relevant boards and click Done. Click Add Widget. If it's your first widget on dashboard, you might be asked to select a data source. Otherwise, it will display a default chart. Click the three dots and select Settings. In Chart Type, select Stacked Area Chart. This will visually stack data by category. Next, configure the X-axis. Under X-axis, select Priority Column. This will group items based on priority levels, for example, high, medium, low. In the Stack By option, select Owner or People column. This will separate the stacked sections based on who owns the task. Under Y-axis, select Count Items. This will count how many items exist for each priority level and owner. Select all boards, then all groups in their respective drop-downs. As a result, you will see a stacked area chart showing priority levels on X-axis. The Y-axis will represent the item count. Tasks are visualized as stacked layers based on the Owners or People column, showing the distribution of work for each individual. For example, Rita has 3 critical tasks and 8 high-priority tasks. This visualization helps you understand workload distribution by owner across different priority levels. Next, we will present the phase-wise allocation of tasks in terms of percentage or their counts. Insert another chart widget, then configure its settings. Select Donut Pie as chart type. Set the label option to group for both boards. Choose Count Items from the Values drop-down. Customize the value format to percentage to display it as a percentage. Select all boards, then all groups in their respective drop-downs. This will represent the phase-wise allocation of tasks. Clicking a phase name will move it out of the pie chart, allowing you to highlight only the data you want to see. Next, select the Workload widget. Navigate to its settings and choose the Date or Timeline column present on your board. Under Resource Type, select the One by One tab and choose your board's Owner or People column as shown. Alternatively, select Owner from the columns drop-down under the All at Once tab. Select the appropriate values from the drop-down. The Workload widget is set up and ready for display. Select Add Widget and search for Numbers. Open the widget settings and select the calculation type to columns in the Number column drop-down. Select the Cost field or your specific data cost field under the One by One tab. In the Customization field, choose the unit, calculation, and decimal places. Choose the appropriate board and groups to calculate the cost. Next is Board Updates. This widget in Monday.com helps you view and track updates, conversations, and activity from items across one or multiple boards directly in a dashboard. It acts like a central communication feed, showing the latest discussions happening in your projects. Next, add the YouTube widget. In the widget settings, paste the YouTube video URL you want to display. That's how dashboards and widgets can help you monitor projects more effectively in Monday.com. Enhance your dashboard with additional widgets, such as Gantt charts or battery monitors. Drag and drop widgets anywhere on the dashboard to customize your layout. Align widget names with the data shown on the dashboard. In the next tutorial, we will cover Gantt chart features, specifically focusing on the critical path and baselines. The baseline setup follows the same logic we covered in the previous Smartsheet tutorial. You can review this process by checking the Smartsheet playlist on our YouTube channel. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Monday.com tips.